Once upon a time, there was a small, bustling village nestled at the foot of the great Kafena Hills in Omaba village. In this village lived a young woman named Adana. She was known for her beauty, but even more so for her cleverness. Adana had grown tired of her simple life, fetching water from the stream and helping her mother in the market. She yearned for more. She wanted respect, admiration, and a life of ease. One bright morning, as the village elders gathered under the ancient iroko tree, Adana saw her chance. With a look of deep distress on her face, she rushed towards them, her voice trembling. "Elders, fathers of our land," she cried out, "I have had a vision. The spirits of our ancestors spoke to me in a dream. They have chosen me as their messenger." The elders, led by the wise and cautious Chief Akinwa, looked at her with skepticism. Visions were not uncommon, but they were rarely announced with such drama. "What did they say, child?" Chief Akinwa asked, his voice a low rumble. Adana took a deep breath, her eyes wide with feigned sincerity. "They told me that a great sickness will soon fall upon our village. It will wither our crops and poison our wells. But," she paused, letting the suspense build, "they have given me the knowledge to create a special charm, a powerful juju that will protect us all. The spirits demand that I be treated with the utmost respect and given anything I require to complete this sacred task." A wave of fear and murmuring swept through the crowd that had gathered. The villagers respected the ancestors deeply and feared their wrath. Chief Akinwa, though still wary, could not risk ignoring a potential message from the spirit world. He declared, "If what you say is true, Adana, you shall have whatever you need. The village's fate rests in your hands." Overnight, Adana's life transformed. She was moved from her family's humble hut into the finest dwelling in the village, usually reserved for esteemed guests. Villagers who once barely noticed her now bowed their heads as she passed. They brought her the best yams, the juiciest fruits, and fabrics woven with the most intricate patterns. Adana reveled in the attention. She would spend her days lounging on soft cushions, giving vague instructions for her sacred work. She'd ask for rare herbs that grew on the highest cliffs, knowing the young men would risk their lives to fetch them for her. She requested colored beads from a distant market, claiming they were essential to channel the ancestral spirits. Days turned into weeks, and Adana's demands grew more extravagant. She was living like a queen, all based on a lie spun from her desire for a better life. The village willingly served her, their fear of the prophesied sickness overriding any doubts. However, not everyone was fooled. A young hunter named Emika, known for his sharp eyes and even sharper mind, watched Adana closely. He noticed that she never actually worked on any charm. The rare herbs would wilt in a corner, and the expensive beads were used to adorn her hair. He also saw the flicker of panic in her eyes whenever Chief Akinwa asked about her progress. One evening, Emika decided to act. He knew that challenging Adana directly would be seen as disrespecting the ancestors. He needed proof. He remembered an old tale his grandmother used to tell about a rare white orchid that only bloomed on the hidden side of Kafena Hills during a full moon. According to the legend, this orchid was the one thing that could reveal a person's true intentions to the spirit world. Emika waited for the next full moon and embarked on the dangerous journey. After a perilous climb, he found the luminous white orchid, its petals glowing softly in the moonlight. He carefully brought it back to the village, hidden in his satchel. The next day, a grand festival was held in Adana's honor. To give her strength for her final ritual, she sat on a makeshift throne, draped in silks, a smug smile on her face. As the drumming and dancing reached a crescendo, Emika stepped forward. "Noble Adana," he said, his voice ringing with authority, "the spirits have sent one final ingredient for your powerful charm." He opened his satchel and presented the glowing white orchid. "The ancestors' bloom. They say it must be held by their chosen messenger to complete the juju." A collective gasp went through the crowd. The elders recognized the legendary flower. Adana's face went pale. She had never heard of this orchid. It wasn't part of her fabricated story. But how could she refuse a gift supposedly from the spirits themselves? Her hands trembled as she reached for the flower. The moment her fingers touched the petals, the orchid, which had been glowing with a pure white light, instantly turned a dark, sickly black and withered into dust. A deathly silence fell over the entire village. The drummers stopped. The dancers froze. All eyes were on the black dust that trickled through Adana's fingers. The meaning was clear to everyone. The spirits had exposed her. Chief Akinwa rose to his feet, his face a mask of thunderous fury. "You have deceived us," he bellowed. "You played with the name of our ancestors and the fear of your own people for selfish gain." Adana fell to her knees, the luxurious fabrics feeling like a heavy shroud. The game was over. There was nowhere to hide. Stripped of her fine clothes and royal treatment, she was brought before the village council. Her lies had unraveled completely. Her punishment was not cruel, but it was just. She was tasked with all the chores she had once despised. But this time, she had to do the work of 10 women. She fetched water not just for her family, but for the elders. She tended not just her mother's market stall, but helped every vendor who needed it. She was no longer treated like royalty, but like someone who had to earn back the trust of her community, one day at a time. The villagers learned a valuable lesson too, that fear can be a powerful tool for deception, and that true respect is earned through honesty and hard work, not through clever lies. Adana, humbled and disgraced, slowly learned the true meaning of community and the weight of her actions. And the story of the girl who faked a vision was told for generations, a reminder that the truth, no matter how long it takes, will always find its way to the light. And as our story comes to an end, dear friend, remember every story lives on only when it is shared. So, if this story touched your heart, do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that YouTube can recommend our videos to other viewers. Also, you won't miss the next powerful tale that awaits. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching and bye for now. Till the next interesting story.